Now it is my pleasure to conclude our awards presentations with the Officer and Dispatcher of the Year Awards. And again, when I call your name, if you would come up. Amanda Henry. Amanda has been selected by her peers as this year's Dispatcher of the Year. This is Amanda's second year in a row of receiving this award. And what I want to do, and what I always find very interesting for the audience to hear, is some of her own peers' comments as to why she was selected and why they thought that she deserved the award. I nominate Amanda Henry once again for Dispatcher of the Year. Amanda is always in good spirits when I see her, even if she's been called in early. She's always eager to come in and help when a crisis has come about and extra help is needed. I've never heard Amanda complain about anything, and she's willing to take on more than what she's required to do. I'm always impressed that Amanda is paying so much attention to what's going on. There hasn't been too many times that I have approached the rear door of the police department that she hasn't seen me on the camera and has it opened already for me. I've also heard that she's always running copies of statement forms for other people. Amanda is one of those people that you definitely want on your team, and I'm glad she's on our team. Someone else wrote, I believe that Dispatcher Amanda Henry deserves to be Dispatcher of the Year. Amanda is very good at her job and always goes over the top to help any officer on her shift. While I worked third shift for a short time that I did, Amanda was the main dispatcher, and I felt like Amanda was always on top of things. Amanda always appeared to be in a good mood when she comes into work and doesn't seem to get too upset or too hyped when certain calls come in. I believe that with Amanda's attitude and her willingness to go to the extra mile for any officer that is working here, that is why she deserves to be Dispatcher of the Year. Amanda, we can't agree more. Congratulations. Job well done. The 2016 Officer of the Year is Michael Morgan. Michael. Someone wrote about Mike that I believe that Officer Mike Morgan deserves to be Officer of the Year. Mike has displayed great interest in the department since he has started. His interest and dedication is clearly displayed through his help with the community events and his desire and skills to make OVI arrests. Most officers have that one thing that they're known for, that they like to do and that they're very good at. Mike's is OVI arrests. In my opinion, he is one of the best in the department at that. Mike has helped me on the few OVI arrests I've had without me even having to ask. I believe Mike is a very good example to have to other officers of how we should carry ourselves and continue to push and be as productive as possible while we work. Mike Morgan is Officer of the Year. Someone else wrote, my vote for Officer of the Year would have to go to Mike Morgan. I believe this because of an incident that I was involved in with Mike. I was working on third shift when I was dispatched to an overdose on Ludlow Road. Upon arrival, I was met by the parents of the individual in the doorway of the home. After being showed where the victim was located, I began to evaluate the victim to relay information to dispatch for the EMS. A couple minutes after my arrival, Mike arrived and stated we needed to move her to the floor. Mike and I moved the victim to the floor and began CPR until the medics arrived. Mike and I were both commended by the EMS for our work and quick thinking. I thought I had another one in here for you, Mike. I don't. That's enough comments. I think it's self-explanatory. Congratulations.